Alright, I'm going to go over how to set up the navigation for the theme. And basically we have two navigation menus, one at the top right and one at the bottom left. And they're both set up in the same area, the same steps. So they're both set up under Appearance and Menus. And let me delete these examples so that you can just see them from the beginning. So if you visit it for the first time, you'll have to first create menus. So let's go ahead and create our main navigation, which will go in the header. And then we'll create a second one via this plus, and we'll call that one footer navigation. And it's not necessary to add items to the footer one if you don't need them, but you might as well create them, and then you don't need to use it if you don't want to. But if you create a blank one, and then that's the only way you can get a blank menu. So for instance, if I view your site, and if you have pages, they'll automatically start filling in the footer. So if you create a blank footer menu, those will disappear. So I recommend just doing these first steps, even if you don't want a menu down there. So go ahead and just create those first two menus, and if that confused you, don't worry about it, it'll all make sense. Just keep on going. So the next thing we need to do is under theme locations. We just need to assign our two menus to the header, which is primary, and footer menu. So it's pretty easy. Footer goes with footer, and primary goes with main, or whatever you named it, it doesn't matter. But that's what we named ours. And then you'll click save. And now when we visit our site, both menus will be blank now. You'll see the header's blank and the footer's blank. And now we can start adding menu items. So let's go to our main navigation and start adding items to that one. Basically, you'll see pages, and you can just click on them and click add to menu. And then if you want to see all your pages, you can click view all, and let's do our home and sample, see what we've done, etc. And then you can click save menu, and you have your menu all set up now. And then now you have a bunch of options you can do. So for example, let's just drag and change the order. Let's put contact us in the back and full width up here. And now when we save it, you'll notice that contact us is shifted. All these menu items have shifted. So it's really easy to adjust the order. It's just drag and drop. So how do we create submenus? It's really simple. So let's go ahead and just put everything in a submenu under full width. All you do is you drag this menu item and slightly to the right. You see how it just moved over? So we'll drag sample page and contact us. So you see how they're indented underneath full width? That means that all these three pages are now on a submenu under full width. So if we save our menu, they'll have disappeared because when you hover, they'll be in a submenu. So it's really easy to make those submenus, and you can even continue making more submenus. So a submenu within a submenu. You see that? So super easy. Alright, so then the next things that we can show you, and then obviously if you don't want that anymore, you can just drag these out, and they'll all become side by side again. A couple more options that are really cool. If you click this drop down, these little arrow things, it's how to edit your menu. So if you want to remove items, you can do so there. And for instance, if you see how your page is really long, shortcode examples, let's say you just want it shortcode, you can just delete that, and then we'll click save. So now up here, it'll just be labeled shortcode, but then when you visit the page title is shortcode examples. So these are kind of just cool little things that you can do. And then under footer navigation, you basically have the same options for adding menu items. So when we refresh it, you get your menu items, except for, of course, there's no drop-down menus, but all the other existing options are there. It's very simple. That is our navigation menus.